Bang Bang hors série. Et oui, cette saison-là, cette 4e saison de Bang Bang, nous avons une petite surprise pour vous. C'est tout simplement des hors-séries avec des artistes qu'on reçoit dans nos studios et parfois en extérieur. On va essayer d'en faire beaucoup plus que les autres années parce qu'on a envie de vous offrir de l'international. C'est beaucoup plus dur de les faire venir. Mais aujourd'hui, nous avons la chance de recevoir des Finlandais que vous connaissez fortement bien, j'en suis persuadé. Il s'agit de The Rasmus. Bonsoir.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good to be here in your secret lair.
Cool place.
lair.
Yeah, this is cool.
So we're so happy to have you because we did a lot of interviews in our lives and we didn't have you. So right now it's going to be okay. And I'm so happy because we listened to your music since a long time.
Oh.
Since like a few years, of course, because we're so youth. but I'm happy to have you, and I'm happy to talk about this new album, the 11th.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
What does it mean to you to have this 11th album when you take a look?
Yeah, well, it's been a long career. You know, we started in 94. First show we played, it was at school. We played at a Christmas party.
Really?
In November 94. We played 5 songs and, you know, it just felt really good and we wanted to continue. And here we are 30 years later. Boom.
And
That's crazy.
How do you feel? Do you feel the same? Because we always say that rock and roll keep us like young people, like child.
Yeah, I believe, like, you know, whatever happened that day and that beginning, it sort of locked us in this bubble.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still here and can't find our way out.
Yeah,
and that's good.
You even talked about like writing about the same kind of subjects as today. So I think there's a lot of like core stuff that never changes.
Right. You don't really change. Like, I think when you change the most is when you become a teenager. And like, those are very important years in your life. Like what music you listen to, it will stick to you for the rest of your life. Whatever friendships you make, you know, those are very important. So a lot of, you know, identity is born in that time. So it hasn't changed that much. Like you said, I have been writing kind of the same things all over the years. Like on the first album, I was also kind of writing about being the weird guy at school. You know, my life was different. The world was different. Everything was different, but the same sort of need to write that song, like I can't be myself, like please accept me as the way I am, you know.
There's a lot of people thinking this, no?
Yeah, and that's kind of the message of the new album and the title track Weirdo, which is kind of, it's not that far from the you know, the first idea I got, you know.
Because when you're a teenager, it's a root part of our lives, you know.
Yeah, and especially today, like I think even though we felt like outsiders or it was kind of hard for us to fit in or find or to like be ourselves, but it's even harder today because teenagers of like today, they experience a lot of pressure from social media. The whole internet is very cruel, and I think it's even harder to like be brave and unique and different because everyone is telling you to be like all others.
And this bullying business is like got on the next level.
Yeah.
Like, with like, you can just like kind of namelessly, anonymously write
evil
stuff about anyone.
Oh yeah.
And it can really hurt people and make people insecure. Because I remember being younger, I always had insecurities. Like, you know, especially when I was younger, more about my looks. Like, oh, my small nose, and I'm so short, and I'm this and that, and I don't like, you know, like I was not feeling so good about myself. And later on in life, you realize that it really meant nothing. Like, what you just have to live life to kind of understand it better. But, you know, still, I worship all the young people. You know, those are the future of our, you know, earth. And, you know, and so there's nothing I want to say bad about them.
In the night, yes.
No, I just wanted to say that it's great to come back with such a strong, saying we are weirdos and it's okay right now, because I feel like it kind of like this message kind of disappeared with years, and I feel like young people need it so much right now.
Exactly.
And it's really cool from a band like you that went through many decades to say it's okay for you, you're the cool brother that come back and say no, it's okay, no problem, don't worry.
And
Don't worry about it. Yeah,
That's exactly our message, like trying to encourage people and of all ages, but of course young people to be themselves. And there are many teenagers struggling, so we hope to get our message through.
Yeah, I think when we released the album title Weirdo, many of our fans were
It was crazy.
Yes!
Yeah.
They
I'm
just heard
one
the
of those.
title, just the one
yeah.
word,
Yeah,
and
we
they
didn't
were
even
like,
explain
I'm
anything.
a weirdo, I'm a weirdo.
Oh, is this the new album title? I'm loving it already.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like
It's beautiful.
it's resonating in people in the right way.
And also all the visuals that comes with the album are really going to in this direction, and it's really cool. I think it's so fresh, so it's really cool. And I think that's why I was talking about younger generation, because I think this can talk to them a lot. Not saying that you can't be weirdo when you're old. Like we know.
Obviously, you can.
We are here.
Yeah.
But I think all the visuals are really, really good. So
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we've spent a lot of time creating these visual things, and it's always been part of the Rasmus world. Like not just the music, just to show the whole picture, whatever is in our minds. Like, we want to combine the cutie little kitty and like put the evil eyes and like combine the opposites and play with that kind of stuff. And that
And now
sort
we've
of
been planning the whole tour and the visuals on our show. And same thing, we want to be we want to present the whole thing. not just-
expand it
exactly.
to the shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing, because I think you all, like the Rasmus always did kind of had a strong visual and not paying really attention to what people say, and you always had great looks and weird looks. I think, but
Thank you.
But in a good way.
Yeah,
not
I
saying.
know.
And it always felt that you were so 100% sure of yourself with this, and I found it amazing that you got to have to be strong enough to do this. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a twisted world, because at the same time I'm feeling strong when I'm putting the feathers in my hair and putting all this superhero costume of mine, and then I go on the streets and people are shouting like, "Hey, you freak!" Like, and it's all of a sudden like it's like very twisted, because I was hurt a lot, but at the same time I was like, it made me gutsy.
Yeah.
And like, fucking hell, I'm just gonna go worse. I'm gonna go harder. And that's kind of the attitude.
That's
Like,
amazing.
you shouldn't listen what they're
What the other
saying
says.
about you. It's not gonna be nice.
And it's amazing also because your music is doing the same. You're doing music with strong subjects. You're talking about heartbreaking or mind fucking and all these things. And at the same time, we can have lights with your sounds, with your music. We can be nice, cool. We feel really cool, really nice with your music.
I think
is that a choice?
Yeah, I think the
You combine?
two things combining in the music of this band is the core element, what makes the Rasmus what it is, like light and darkness, and as you said, cute and evil, and like really soft and emotional stuff, but still the like hard and heavier sounds and all that. But it's the magic.
Yeah, if I talk about myself, there's always been these two sides of me. The other one is like really dark and scary.
Yeah.
And sometimes I lean too much there, and I have these guys to pull me back, or some good friends in life, like, hey, wake up. I also get tired. I have this image maybe that I'm like quite energetic and fun and like outgoing, but also I just sometimes totally shut down and like disappear. But it's like, I think we're all like that, and it's
very,
for me maybe it's just very radical change.
Big moves.
Yeah, big moves.
I feel like sometimes I, as you say, we are all like this. I'm kind of like this, and I was wondering, is the dark part makes you create, like, write and stuff like this, and like the most joyful part with the others when you're sharing it and doing music is kind of the part that lifts you up from the dark thing. Do you think it's like a balance that helps you create, but also you need to share it to kind of get rid of it?
Well, I get many ideas when I'm going through a dark period or some struggle in life. Those are the good ideas for songs, but I couldn't write them then because I don't have the strength. I need to be physically feeling like powerful, and then I can execute those and write the songs and like do them. But it's like I need both.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's really strong for you.
Well, it helps to have this band. Like my health and mental health is going hand in hand with this band. If the band is doing bad, I'm doing bad. Like before Emppu joined us, we had really a lot of issues with the previous guy, with differences, opinions about music and about life and everything. And then when he left, we realized how many issues we actually had. And like, it was such a good thing that we broke up and like almost split, because then Emppu joined us and good things happened, and like there was a new beginning.
I didn't know anything about the issues, and I don't need to know, because I just came to...
You don't want to hear about my ex.
Exactly. Yeah, but I just came with my guitar and my Marcell amp and let's play. And I think that's what's very important, because...
that's what strike us.
Yeah, exactly.
Strike us. We were like, wow. She came down the hall for the audition thing, like pushing her Marcell amp, like a size of a fucking car. She's like, where should I put this? And like, we were like, wow, what is this?
Ready to play.
Person?
With a real
so
sound.
Cool. So, like, and then we very soon, like, got to know each other. Like, we didn't know each other, but we had this history. Like, we used to live in the same neighborhood when we were kids, growing up
we have
to
kind
the
of
same school.
Like, similar
we even
background.
Had the same guitar teacher.
Exactly.
And I didn't know it, like...
First classical
You told
guitar.
me, like, 1 month ago.
Yeah.
Like, we had the same teacher, like...
Yeah. Similar background, like musically, but also otherwise, like similar way of thinking and values and all that, because it's so important. Even though we're a band and obviously music is our thing and that's what we do, but for example, during tours, there's so much more time to like do other stuff, and we have to really get along as human beings, as people. It's it wouldn't do much if I were really kick-ass guitarist, but an asshole as a person. Yeah. We have to like really enjoy each other's company.
Yeah, it's like a commitment for life if you start being in a band. At least in our case, it's been 30 fucking years. So it's like still going on. Who knows until we die. And
hopefully late.
Yeah, but like it's like you have to feel good being in the group.
Yeah, of course.
And that's like the starting point of everything.
Wasn't it too hard to find your place your space in band that hold that
Yeah.
had so much experience together?
That's a good question. It could have been, but it wasn't. I immediately thought that I can't and I shouldn't try to fill any boots or try to like try to be a like puzzle piece, not my size, but I just have to be myself. I'm bringing what I am, and I have to be honest and like really myself, and the guys will either like it or not. But
Yeah.
that's what I brought
Yeah, I
on the
think-
table, and they obviously liked it, and that's what I've been thinking since. Like I can't like think of the pressure, what the fans or anyone might think. Just like do me, and all will be good.
Yeah.
And I think
Honesty.
it went that way. I was kind of like nervous what the like long time fans will think about a new guitarist, but they really liked me
Yeah, they took you so well.
like immediately.
It's incredible.
And I think the reason is that I wasn't trying to be anyone else than just me.
Yourself.
It's you know, they also see us, the rest of us, happy.
Yeah, true.
It's almost like they're our children,
Yeah,
and then they see the parents happy.
yeah.
and
They
everything is good.
can't be angry.
Yeah, I mean, it's like in a relationship.
Yeah.
If you have a bad one, you try to hold on to it and make it work, and it's still like if the parents are fighting, it's really bad for the kids,
Of course.
for the fans.
Wait, what are we talking about?
I don't know. I need a sip of coffee. Jesus.
So it's because of you, this new sound?
I think there's many reasons. Obviously, it was so great to get to make this album together in the same place, because the previous one was made during COVID and all that. And we were really, even before we started recording, we were talking about like making a real rock album with all the guitars and like trying to show how we feel in this band. But also there's like the effort of the producers and all that, like many things. And as Lauri has said, like even the times in the world, like the world is suffering now. There's a lot of shit going on, and the times are hard. So even that is affecting the sound of this album. So a lot of things combined.
Okay, because this is really loud. We can hear really strong music, like new metal kind of music, and also pop music, because you used to know to do it. And it's really hard to do it, so you do it well. Congratulations, because I'm
Thank you.
always amazed, like, oh shit, they do it again. So congrats for this. And is that why you choose Nashville and all these producers? Do you want something really special?
Well, one of the producers, the executive producer, is Desmond Child, a legend, living legend, guy who's written songs for Bon Jovi, you know, Living on a Prayer and You Give Love a Bad Name, and my childhood heroes like Alice Cooper, you know, Poison, this great song, and, you know, Kiss songs, I Was Made for Loving You, Heaven's on Fire, and the list is like, goes on forever. Desmond lives in Nashville, so
Okay.
that's why. And also the other producer called Marty Fredrickson, who's also worked with Aerosmith and, you know, like legendary bands. So we recorded in a Sienna studio
Yeah.
in the middle of Nashville. Like it was really inspiring because, you know, it's a music capital
Yeah.
in America, kind of. Not only country music, which is not my favorite. But you know, a lot of music. I mean, you can just feel it and you can hear it on the streets, like everywhere. Some like a really talented troubadour playing somewhere.
You feel over
Amazing.
there a special energy?
Yeah, you feel the energy. It's a good place to make music. And then at the very end of the recordings, we found this other guy who became as like the third producer called Joseph McQueen from Los Angeles, who is younger than us even. Like he had this like a new modern sound that he brought in, which was really cool because he knows like 2025 should sound like that.
Yeah.
So we kind of got the best of all the worlds in this album. It's really amazing.
It's really a good mix. From what I heard, you get like really heavy banging titles, songs, and also some with all this catchy chorus, and it's like as you say, the best of both worlds. It's like heavy and like dancing.
We want to dance, yes. We're just like, yeah. So that's perfect. We love that.
Yeah.
Congrats again. And do you think that US still the place to do this kind of music? Or because when we were young, we think that USA is the main place for the rock and roll. Well, you're from the north of Europe and it's rock and roll.
I think it doesn't matter where you are. I mean,
the mental state.
Yeah, it's the mental state, and like there is not right now some like main country that produces the best music. There's a lot going on, you know. I would say like a lot of great things happening in UK, also in America, you know, Bad Omens and Falling in Reverse, and there's kind of this new scene, like new generation of like rock and also like old bands. My Chemical Romance just came back playing Papa Roach, Linkin Park. So something's happening. It's been about like 5 years now. Like seems like the rock and roll, rock and metal music like creeping back, and I'm really happy. It's good.
You've been listening to a lot of heavy stuff, or more like radio metal, I would say. Like Bon Jovi for me is more radio friendly than.
That's very radio.
You've been listening to heavy stuff,
I have. Yeah, and I, you know, when we started the band, some of my favorites were like quite heavy, like Slayer, South of Heaven was one of the albums I was like, you know, this is the shit. But my music taste is very wide. I love Daft Punk, for example.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I want to just listen to that kind of music. Sometimes I want a heavy riff, you know. It's nice that you can have, you know, the whole library. You know, sometimes I want classical music. A lot of times when I'm driving my car, I'm listening to the classical radio. It's just like maybe the only music I can really relax to, because there's no vocals, there's no lyrics. It's just like maybe only music that could be like a background music or like a soundtrack for my
because you wouldn't
driving.
Focus on the lyrics.
Yeah. And I can still like we have classical background, like we've been learning that, so I enjoy listening to that because I can like still sort of analyze it. I shouldn't, but I do it like sort of like, you know, listen all the little
harmonies and stuff.
And like nuances. What's there? I just love music.
And it depends of your moment, of what you're thinking, emotions. Yes. When you're angry, you don't listen the same thing that when you're so sad. Côté said.
It's great because with music you can either like enforce the feeling you have at the moment or change it. Like sometimes when people are sad, they want to listen to sad music because it enforces it's the same emotion that they're experiencing. But also you could, if you're sad, listen to happy music to switch your mood. And it's like music is a superpower. It's like it's affecting us in so many levels. Like it's actually affecting our brain and changing stuff there.
Scientifically.
Yes.
Yeah. Universal language.
Yes. Yes.
And today, how do you feel to do an entire album? Because some young bands say that you need to do just one song, one video clip, one after one, and you still have one album, really nice album. But,
yes, you can do that too, but I think for us, you know, it would break the cycle because we've used to do that. It's almost like collecting these thing like a piece of diary. Always a new chapter comes up, and now it's the 11th one.
And oh my God, I would have been so mad at you all if you stopped making albums after I joined this band. Like, what the fuck?
And I have the problem.
I want to have it.
I want an album.
But it's the new business. And how is the business in 2025 when you compare it to 1994?
Yeah, it's different, but I like it, honestly. I think
Really?
it's
Okay.
I think there's so many good things. Like some artists are against, streaming and Spotify and all that, but for me, I'm not only thinking about myself. I think it's great for upcoming artists who are just beginning to have this opportunity to be on the same line with big bands like us. They don't need the big studio. Like when we started, we had to first get the record deal.
Yeah.
Then we had to have them pay money for the studio, blah, blah, blah. People make amazing music in just their bedrooms and, like Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
She started she just put a blanket over her head and like whispering her, whatever.
Yeah.
Great stuff. And it's like became viral and went to number one. And that's like so cool.
Yeah.
And the people in the music industry, because we always talk about a lot of time that late years, they're all quite strange people, like dangerous, because
People with bad intention around.
And today maybe less, they're all better people.
Yeah, well, all these weirdos, creeps.
Not
they
the
can
good
be-
ones.
But
Yeah, now you're talking about bad ones, bad
Yeah.
weirdos.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But it's like they can be anywhere, and I don't know like so much about the music.
Yeah, and I think it's easier for us because we're a band. Like it's harder for solo artists because they're on their own and like facing everyone and everything on their own, and we have each other, so it's
Easier.
It's in good and bad. Like having success together is awesome, but also taking hits.
Yeah.
Like being in a bad place together, it's easier.
Yeah.
And it's not always easy for us. Like it might look easy because we don't make a big deal out of the trouble we have to face, but obviously, it's like up and down all the time. Like that's life.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Do you think, as you had like a international success, like exploding everywhere in the world, at like the middle of your career, it was like I think it's around your fifth album that the In the Shadows was released, and it becomes like international, like all over the world. Do you think that this exposition makes it harder for you now? And in regard of this, do you wish that it was not that big and you could like get rid of this? You see what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't think it has harmed us in any way.
Okay.
Honestly, I think that song has guaranteed us artistic freedom for the rest of our lives. Because it's like, no matter how shitty music we make, it will still keep us above the surface. Thank you. But like it really, half of that is true.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't ever do that again.
Yeah.
That song is so special. Like it would be really awful to try to copy that and try to do it again. And that was 20 years ago anyway.
Yeah.
The world is different now. So, but I think it's just super important to do something that makes you feel good and proud of yourself and brings you to tears yourself.
Yeah.
Like love your own stuff so much, and then it's ready to put out.
And I love the attitude because there's so many like bands or artists that hate their hits. And I love the fact that you never thought about it like that. Like we always play, obviously, in the Shadows during our shows, and it's so great. It's people love it, and
It's an anthem.
Besides
Yeah.
that song, it's not bad, and it's not a funny, goofy song.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's really serious one, and sometimes, like, it could be really difficult to get that song goes through,
Yeah.
like, and cross over to all people.
Yeah.
So we're quite proud of that.
It's
honestly.
good that your hit song is a song that you like.
Yeah.
It's better, yes. And it's a good thing to you to be free,
Artistically.
because it's artistically because of it. But at the same time, when you're at the top, after it can be hard for an artist, to be okay with the deal of the music and what you do.
Yeah,
because
I
you can
think
feel something bad.
after the huge success with that song, obviously there is like a hangover,
Yeah,
like,
of course.
and then you try to make the next album, and everybody's like, "Where is the hit? Where is the In the Shadows #2?" Like, well,
Fuck you.
It's in the light now.
but I think that pressure came more from like, from like a record labels and like
Yeah, of
things
course.
get so big, and then it's like
Yeah.
it's not easy. But now it's been a long time, and then you
Yeah.
get some perspective. It's just like,
Was it hard for you to stay sane in this situation? Like we talk a lot about mental health in the show, and I think this, when you can be okay with doing what you want to do, but having the pressure of people like wanting things from you, is it the kind of thing that makes you want to quit? Or we know we met some people who went through this and were like, okay, I need to stop music and do something else because it's too much pressure and it's not what I want. It's not why I made music in the
yeah,
first
I think
place.
for many people who have a hit like that in their career, after that, they're barely even playing music, because the only thing they're doing is interviews and talking about themselves, and it's all the things out besides music. And it's just like, I think that's when people realize, hey, this wasn't the stuff that I
Signed for.
signed for. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that could be one thing, and also that like if people start recognizing you on streets and like that, it can feel,
Overwhelming and yeah,
and
it's-
haunting, and like
yeah.
you can get really paranoid. It's not for everybody.
And then you can't like focus on the main thing, like making
Yeah.
music, playing shows, and that might like mess with your head.
So we need, I don't know the word in English, but psychological people, the doctors. I have. So,
Psychiatrist, yeah.
so the music is like therapeutic for you. I think so. It's like a therapy
Oh.
because you talk about the bad things and you can explain things. You can shout,
Yeah.
Spit it out.
spit it out. Yes, and at the same time, do you need to go to see a doctor? You know what I mean? Because we talk a lot of about this to the young people, because sometimes they're shy to go to see someone.
Yeah, this musical therapy has not always been enough for me. I had to turn to some specialists sometimes to talk about, my situation.
Yeah, of course.
Take medicine, whatever, it takes. I'm not ashamed of that, or, it's nothing special. I think it's good to take care of yourself.
Of course.
And sooner than later, do something about it. And if you can't see it yourself, maybe someone in your family or friends can like help you. But that's very important.
And
so
and
you're not alone.
yeah, and it's so important to speak about these things, and I think you guys make an important job by speaking about mental health issues, because they shouldn't be something to be ashamed of, and it's sometimes people feel alone, but actually so many people around the world are experiencing the same problems and same issues, and whatever it is, depression or anxiety or whatever.
Like you said, after you better and you can do beautiful albums.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. So with Weirdo, people are gonna have a great doctor with them and a big brother, grandbrother, big
yeah.
brothers, and you do beautiful things and you do amazing things like this gig in Ukraine. We have to talk about it because you know, when I read it, I was just like, oh shit, because I was just thinking, if it was me, can I do it? You know, and I think I can't because I'm so scared about this. And you
Yeah.
did it. So can you explain?
Yeah,
How do
we-
you
we-
live it? How do you feel it?
We got a message from Ukraine. Like, we have a strong fan base there. We've
Yeah.
been touring there always, and since the war started, we have not, obviously. And they asked if we would like to take part of this charity festival, play as a headliner, and we said, like, of course we would be honored to do this. You know, it's a good way to show support to the Ukrainians.
Of course.
And it was a beautiful trip.
Yeah, very nice, and we got to raise money for this children's hospital
Yeah.
and experience. Obviously, it was eye-opening to see Kiev and the situation there, but it wasn't like only sad or horrible. It was also, the trip was filled with like positive moments. People were so happy that we actually came there, because so many artists from abroad won't go there because they're scared or whatever. They were so like appreciative towards us, and we were so happy to be there, and there was like a lot of like good emotions going on.
How can we how can we be after this kind of gig? How can we feel after this about our own life, about our own thing? You know, when you see that and when you live that, you
Yeah.
change. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Of course, and I think people should experience things out of their comfort zone, out of their own boxes, out of their own lives, because sometimes we get stuck on ourselves and get stuck on our like everyday normal life, and then the coffee machine being broken is the like biggest issue. But then when you get ripped out of your ordinary life and see something totally different, see how people have to live in those kind of circumstances, and then you like understand something, and
Yeah,
you
okay.
change.
Yeah, we spent a few nights there, and one night we had to sleep in the bomb shelter because there was an airstrike, and that night I think it was like 300 drones, which
Oh,
are
shit.
like the size of a small car, like driving all around the country, and 13 missiles, and we could follow from this app on our phone, which is like in real time. You can see where they're being hit.
Wow.
You can see the whole country. The map is like getting red, and it getting closer to you where you are located. You see like little signs of missiles and drones on the map. It's like so scary, and this is something they have to deal with
Every
day
day.
and every night for more than 1,240 days. Then I was like, this is crazy. Like, I was exhausted after 3 days.
Yeah.
Imagine these people, the families, they have to evacuate in the middle of the night, night after night, go down the metro station, sleep on the cold concrete floor.
And during the days trying to go on with their
Yeah,
lives,
yeah.
they have to work, they have to go to school, they have to do all the normal stuff in between. Like,
Is the fact of seeing this in an environment that you already been to without the war that makes it more, because we've seen war on TV and stuff like this, but it always happen in such remote place that we can't really make the link with our life.
Yeah.
And when it's like so close from us and in a place you already been without the war, how does it makes it even stronger, and like maybe you can imagine it happening in your everyday life?
Yeah, I mean, to be there experiencing this for that 3 days, it totally was clear that this could happen. This could be a reality in Helsinki, in Finland, anytime. And that's pretty scary, We have a long border with Russia, over 1,000 kilometers. And, so it's obvious like you have to go through these thoughts, and Finnish people have been scared, but also prepared for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and the media and newspapers and all follow the situation very closely and carefully all the time. Like Finland has definitely not forgotten about the war at any point, because the our border and all that.
Yeah. The story is not that far.
Yeah.
So, congrats to you to did this beautiful things. And with this album, do you talk a little bit about this feeling? Or maybe you use metaphors to talk about a lot of things? Love, of course, insecurity, about yourself and about relationships between humans and everything. Like war.
Well, this just happened so recently that, I'm sure it will be reflected on some of the songs in the future, because it was such a remarkable visit. But I think like whenever we write songs, it's like looking back the last 5 years of our lives or more. But like it's like goes pretty way back.
You have to process things.
You have to process like all the time. I'm registering things, and like I have like ideas coming all the time, and I put them down on my phone or write them down, whatever. But when it's time to start like creating something new, start a new album cycle, then it's like you sort of like need a little break and like kind of like we'll do a little stop and like refresh and okay, who am I? Where have I been? Where do I want to go? And like kind of do a little summary.
It's kind of great because you just have to watch every album to have like a diary of your life. Every what happens between every album, you just have to listen to it.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It is.
And Weirdo is a beautiful album, so congrats again. And at 45 years old, that's my age, I'm still insecure with love.
It's true.
And we love, but it's true. And it's really hard for me, but I feel when I listen to this album, it's hard for everybody, maybe.
Yeah, love is hard. We need it. We want it, but where to find it?
It's like
how we have to do. To have the key.
Yeah, but I think the best thing is like to give it out yourself, and it will come back to you. That's like my philosophy.
We need to love ourselves to love someone.
That is very important too.
But it's very hard.
Sometimes it's hard.
Yeah.
I know.
Fucking hard.
Don't make love to yourself. That's
so well. You really want to talk about this? So thank you for everything. We can see you about in November in Paris at La Cigale.
28th.
Yes.
It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be amazing. We're going to live something really special. I feel like you will have more power than any time. I feel it. I don't know why. There's something special with this album, I think there's really, it's going to be really huge. Believe me.
Thank you.
And is there, do you plan to do anything special at this tour?
Well, we have been preparing for the tour for ages already.
Yeah, weeks and weeks.
Yeah, for weeks and weeks. We really take this seriously. Like we rehearsed many old songs, even the ones are not singles, like some rare ones. Yeah. We have, of course, new songs. We want to show how the Rasmus sounds like 2025.
And we're gonna play not only the singles, but stuff from the new album. There's,
cool.
for example, this great punkish song called Banksy that I can't wait to play live. It's gonna be
We
so
can fit
much.
it. You're smart talking to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course we gotta play In the Shadows and Guilty and
Oh, really?
Sail Away. And
Why?
No,
It's gonna be
we
amazing.
always talk about this with the artists and with the bands because it can be really hard to choose the songs because fans are
It
always asking
is.
things and you want fans to be happy, of course. But shit.
It's hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like the more hardcore fans they are, they want the rarest song, like
Yeah.
Of course.
someone no
Yeah.
one's ever heard that song. You know?
The one you
that's
even you
cool.
forgot.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
What
we do have
this song? Did
I
we
forgot.
write this?
the B-sides of the B-side.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Elephant album. It's a lot of songs.
Yeah.
It's getting
yeah.
hard to do
Yeah.
the.
But Emppu's good at doing the lists.
Yeah, I love
She's
it.
always like,
Yeah.
you're a list person.
Yeah, and
She even like you brought this like a flap type like with like all the song titles like you can just move them around.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Like,
really?
like
Yeah, and
wow, so
Visual board.
organized.
and I've only been in this band for 4 years, so I don't have any the baggage of the history. You know,
Yeah.
I don't have like for me all the songs are kind of in the same like.
Yeah.
I don't have this like we have to do this. I'm like
Yeah, you
let's
can
play
think-
this one. Let's play it. This is good. Let's play this one.
You can think only about the energy and the
Yeah,
feeling,
exactly.
and not maybe
Yeah.
the relation to the song. So
Exactly.
maybe
Yeah.
it's good also. Can't wait.
And today, few questions and after it's gonna be okay. But what are you listening today? Are you listening to young bands? What's your favorite ones?
Any recommendation?
Yeah.
Well, I've been listening to a lot of like rock music, like especially like American, just for some reason. Maybe because we signed a deal with the American label, and you know they have like a great roster. There's a band called The Funeral Portrait, who are incredible American band. Our soulmates. We've become really very good friends with these guys, and they are actually coming to Europe to support us
Oh,
on the
that's
tour,
amazing.
and we are happy to bring them over.
It's gonna be the party.
Yeah, they're also weirdos. So.
Perfect.
Yeah, if you like death metal or the harder stuff, you have to check 2 bands from Finland, pretty
Okay.
new bands, Noutaja and Mørket, both awesome bands.
Okay.
And then
We need you to write.
yeah, and then there's this lovely Swedish punk rock band that I have to mention, Hata Som Lejon.
Okay, nice.
We'll put everything in the description of the video.
Yeah.
Of course.
And maybe a guilty pleasure, something you listen, you say, oh.
Ace of Base.
I love Ace of Base. I love it.
Of course.
Yeah, sorry.
Under the shower, like, okay, I need to sing. That's nice.
No, everywhere.
Well, yeah, everywhere. Yeah. That's okay. So thank you for everything. See you on the 28th of November at La Cigale.
Yes.
It's going to be really good. Everybody needs to have this new album, Weirdo. You're going to have fun. You're going to think about yourself. You're going to grow with it. And you're going to love it, of course, because each song is really, really nice. The sound is really beautiful. And you're going to dance. You're going to have feelings. You're going to have a second life with it. I think so. So thank you so much for this.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so
It was
much.
nice chat.
Yeah.
And see you next time. You know where we are, so
Yeah, we'll be knocking on your door.
we always have food and a drink, so you're welcome.
Yeah. Lovely.
Thank you so much. Do you
Thank
want to
you.
say something for the fans at the end, maybe, or for people?
No, miss you guys. See you on tour.
Stay weird.
Yes.
That's a great thing.
That's a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Thank you
very
so
much.
Thank you.